All right, good morning. Happy Friday, Christmas Eve, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Craps with old John here. Now, there's a strong chance that we lose the volume today. I think my wireless mic is down on battery, so partway through this thing, it may go dark. I may have to switch battery or switch different microphones. So anyway, if that happens, I'm sorry in advance, but at least we know it's coming this time, and I'll watch the chat so y'all can tell me when I go silent. Anyway, good morning. Here we go. So, last day of the paycheck for this week. I did a terrible job this week. I gotta do the big mea culpa here. I did an awful job this week with the paycheck. The first day we played it, this is, by the way, the Jaime Garcia strategy. I played it wrong the first day. I worked the come out when I shouldn't have. I misread his email and I worked the come out, and so it cost us a lot of money the first day, but I also made money and left it on the table. So I owe him a re-roll from day one. The next couple days I played it true to form, right? The next 3 days we did okay. I made money twice. I lost money once. Today, ran into a weird situation today where we had a roll where we hit the jackpot twice in the same roll. Same shooter, right? And I hit more than the goal. His goal was 3 units per shooter. I hit the goal. I hit like 4 or 5 units for a shooter and followed the strategy, which is to turn the bets off and stave off the 7 instead of staying out there. And the thing about hybrids, and this is a hybrid strategy, is the point of a hybrid is to save you for the short term so you can play for the long term, right? This hybrid is a 3-hit and done kind of thing. So you're on the don't, you take your 3 wins, turn it all off. The don't is just there to save you for a few short rolls. The thing is, we had won at a point there where I had won $700 at there, $750 on the shooter, which means if I'd hit the point and knocked the don't off, we would have lost 300, we would have netted $450. If I would have hit the 7, we would have lost 540, but I'd won 750, so we would have won 250. We're in a no-lose situation, right? At that point, what I should have done, or what a hybrid player should do at that point, is go. You go all in and you keep playing that roll out. Now, you could, hedge off the 7 and eliminate that one outcome, right? But either way, you go for it. You just jump in, you go all in, you go. I rolled like 6 or 7 numbers after we made the decision not to go for it because we just turned our bets off like the strategy kind of calls for. I think that was a bad move. I think the move there is to stay in on the roll. Now, Jaime did not give me instructions for how he would play that situation, so I assumed what he would do is turn his bets off and let the roll happen, right? So that ended up costing us a win because we were at like $4,200 at that point. I'd rolled like 7 more numbers. We would have been way in profit and been fine had I kept the roll going like I think I should have done. Then on the subsequent come out, I was like, well, what do you do now? Like now you've lost that. Do you go back out with the DP? Right? Because you're still, at that point, you're still in profit for the shooter. We're still $250 in profit. And like, what do you do? Like, do you go back and re-hedge the whole thing? Or do you just say, well, I'm in profit, let's just go for it? Well, I didn't do the don't pass like I probably should have done, and I immediately go out there and 7 out and cost us all the profit. So I misplayed it within like 7 rolls. I misplayed the whole thing. Should have done what I wanted to do the first time, shouldn't have done it the second time. So definitely need to call him and find out what he would have done in those same situations, and I'll have the rolls logged. I'm just gonna replay the rolls. I'll do another Crapsy run with the same rolls, what he would do, and that's how I'm gonna take care of that. So my apologies to Jaime for getting today totally wrong. I'm sure I got it totally wrong today. The strategy shows a loss for the day. I actually think it would show a win if I had played it the correct way. So let me check with him and see. But I think it's an object lesson for all of us, right? I think playing hybrids, when you get to that point, there's going to be a point in the roll where you've made enough money in the box to totally cover the 7, and you're in a no-lose situation. You hedge it off and you go forever. The whole point of hybrid is to give yourself the runway to go win. And this one cuts the runway in half when you get to a certain point. I feel like if you're starting at 0 and you win your 3 units with this strategy, you can be out. I think if you're starting from behind like we were and you claw your way back and you're in profit, you have to go. The hybrid gives you the ramp to go, and I didn't take the ramp today. So there it is. I think it's good for us to talk about that as we go. So we're gonna get to playing some Friday Folly stuff. I have my friend Greg. I can see him in the chat here. Greg, I'm playing your favorite strategy today. Okay? We're going to go, fill me up, Buttercup, don't break my heart. That's today's strategy. That's the only singing you're getting from me all week, by the way. That's today's deal. But before we do that, I think we got to have a little conversation about what happened yesterday. So I wasn't there. I actually was in, Hyper Hop Skill 66. No, not today. But I am going to do some hopping today. I am going to do some crazy, stupid shit today. So it's Friday, right? We're going to do the Buttercup. I'm going to fill the 8 up. We're going to make money on the 8, and I'm going to hop all over the place while I'm doing it. So we're going to try that. But yeah, we had some craziness last night. It sounds like we had Jeff get called out for copying somebody's strategy last night, which I don't understand. We had PJ in the chat with Jeff last night, causing a bunch of problems. Guys, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. I should address this, but I don't want to. Please know this, I'm not doing it. It's, you know what? We can be better than that. God, PJ, you're driving me, dude. PJ is one of these guys who's really smart, but you can't act like that, right? So for the rest of you in chat, you all are with me, right? We're here every day together. There's 27 people watching today. There's normally 50 people watching our show. For the most part, you guys are awesome, and you treat each other really well. Just keep that up, right? Just keep it up. Just keep being awesome dudes, and you know, whatever. I mean, I think we're bigger than what we saw last night as a group, and I think as a group, what we have to do is not allow that to happen. And by not allowing that to happen, it doesn't mean going after people. It just means ignoring people. Let them shut off in the darkness by themselves and not worry about it. We're just rise above it, and let's not let that define us. That's what I want to see. So that's a shame that happened to Jeff. I felt bad because him and Greg worked really hard on that strategy. I played it with Greg and Chris, and it's, you put your heart and soul into these things, and somebody comes out there and calls you a piece of crap and says you deserve to be ridiculed. Well, nobody does when you're working hard like this, right? I don't know. I have zero respect for the way that was handled yesterday by him, and I think that us all just clicking the ignore switch and saying screw him is the way to go. I don't think we need to call it out. I think we just need to say enough, ignore. I'm not going to ban or block anybody, but at the same time, not going to allow it either. And so I think, Bet, you had to defend Jeff. You had to go out there and say what you had to say. I know Black Sheep said some stuff too. It's bullshit what he said and the way he said it. I think he needs to grow up a little bit, frankly. But we all, like I said, we just need to be better, right? It's one of those things where, you know, I'm a parent. You all are parents. I tell my kids this all the time. There's ways to address things, right? And at 55 years old, what I do is I try to model the behavior that I want to see, right? And I feel like people will follow your model, right? And so that's kind of what I do is I model it out, and I'm like, here's the way you got to be. And I treat him with respect in the comments, and everybody who's negative. I have a lot of guys who are negative with me. I treat them all with respect, and you generally get respect back when you do that. Some people will never show you respect back, and when they show you that, right, people will show you who they are. And when people show you who they are, believe them. Like, that's the one rule of life you can tell yourselves and your kids. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Now we know exactly who that person is. Believe them, right? Don't have to engage anymore. I'm done, right? So I think I will be silent in my conversations with him. I'm basically turning that shit off and being done with it. So I think that's all of us. We all have to be done. We all have to be done with it. I mean, so again, he seeks it out to rag on it. I think some people just want to be right? There's a segment of the pop, and you know this, right? You guys watch enough news. Some people just want to fucking be right all the time, right? And no matter what you say, they're right. And you can't argue with an asshole. That's what it comes down to. You can't argue with an asshole. So why bother? Why bother? That's kind of what that comes down to. So whatever, you know. I mean, to me, I look at that and I say that's exactly what's wrong with the country right now. That attitude that we saw last night, and then I see every day in the comments, is exactly what's wrong with this country. And so for that reason alone, I will not ban, like I said, I will not censor, but I also will not engage. It's pointless now to engage. It's just let them Let him be silent on his own. Let him scream into the void by himself and fuck him. That's not how I feel about it. So I do appreciate y'all standing up for Jeff last night in chat. I appreciate all of that. I know Jeff does too. And I talked to Jeff for like an hour last night after the show, and I'm like, man, that's just, you know, we put up with an awful lot, and it's just, there's no need to. It's bullshit. Anyway, I'm done with all that. It's Christmas, right? We should be blessing each other, right? And that's, I think, what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go out there, and I'm gonna warm my hands up, right? We're gonna play the build up the 8 strategy. We're gonna do the Buttercup. I'm gonna play the 8 because, why? The 8 reindeer. We're gonna have the 8 reindeer are gonna help us through. We're gonna play a little Christmas time Buttercup strategy, and I'm gonna channel my inner Greg, and we're gonna make money. I know Greg's gonna be singing in the background. Let's go to the table and make some cash with the Buttercup. Here we go. Let's go to the table view, and yeah, here we go. Old Bay wants to know. Oh, my camera's not. Old Bay wants to know, how does he get impartiality? I will always be impartial. I'll be cheering for old Chris there, but I will never. I'll be impartial. Don't worry. I will not judge you. Well, actually, I'm lying. I'll judge you harshly. If you do something dumb, I will be all over you, just because I can, right? Christmas craps. Okay, here we go. I got to get my camera set. Why is this thing not on the right camera? That's got to be on the cam link. All right. I think we're set. Let's build the Buttercup. Let me go get my roll track. I haven't done the roll tracker in a couple days because I keep forgetting to do it. Let me fire that thing up and get it on over here. Let's do the Coffee and Craps roll tracker. That should be with a 2 and a 7 at the end. Yep. All righty, here we go. The Buttercup. All we're gonna do is bet across, and we're gonna press the 8 with every single hit. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna get this money out of the rack here. I'm gonna put the rack back where it goes, up here. And let's go with like $1,000 bankroll. And I don't know why I've got this money. Yeah, this is from yesterday, I guess. So let me fix my rack. We'll do $1,000. We're gonna do 160 across, basically as many times as it takes to get to 10 o'clock, and we'll just do it like that. All right, so here we go. Let's go 160 across. There's $200. I'm gonna take back 40. In change, and let me get 800 here. So there's 2, there's 4, 600. Sorry, I should have been more prepared here, but what's that? Is that $800? $800. There we go. All right, 800 in the rack, 160 on the felt. Let's get it set. I will not follow the puck today. We're just gonna go all day. We're just gonna go live shots all day long. I'll start the 8 at $30. Every roll I get, I'll keep the puck going just so you guys can see it. But every hit we get, we're gonna hammer the 8. We're just gonna hammer the 8 with every single hit that we get. And that's how it's gonna go. Hopefully, we can hit the 8 a few times. Puck's off right now. Let me catch a point here. And hey, we got an 8 right away. So what's gonna happen is this, the 8 is gonna be a straight collect every single time. $35 on the 8. It's always gonna be a straight collect every time. Everything else pushes to it. We're gonna have the front of our rack here is gonna be this enormous stack of greens and reds because we're gonna make so much money. I might even need a calculator to count all the money we're gonna make on that 8. So 5 through 8, that's gonna be our point. There we go. Everything else goes to the 8. 2, 1, 3. Notice I got rid of those shitty green dice from yesterday. We should be in good shape. 2, 1, 3. 7 out. Okay, no big deal. I'm gonna basically leave the same bets out there. I'm gonna drop 150, 160 out of my rack. Ask for the same bet. Puck will be off. That was a 2. Let's do better. Let's do better this time. There's a 4. Okay, we're always working. 4 pays $50 for 1. I'm going to drop a nickel, take 4 pennies back. Okay, $50 for 1. Now what I'm going to do is press the 8 as best I can. That's going to go to 75, $78. okay? There it goes. So everything we do goes to the 8 we collect on the 8. Let's get that 4 typed in, 2, 2. We're never not working. We're gonna want some 8s to hit though, okay? 3, 2, 5, here we go. We're filling that up, that baby up. 35 bucks from the 5, okay? Now, how far can the 8 go? I can go to 100. We can go to 102 plus 6. Let's go to 108. We'll go to 108 with the 8, okay? There it goes, 108. Taking 5 back to right. Now, what I could do with what I've collected so far is put it on the hard 8, right? I could also start hopping some stuff, right? We can get into that. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is every time I get an extra nickel, we're gonna drop the hard 8. Just gonna keep on beating that 8 up. Give me some 8s. Give me some 8s. There's a 6, 5, 1. Fill the buttercup. Let's go. 35 bucks. 25, 35. That'll get me to 140. Let's go 100. Actually, we'll go I go 120. I can go to 150. So I can take 10 out of my rack and make it an even 150. I like even bets if I can get it. I don't mind pressing up a little bit. Again, we're still bringing money back. It's a 516. Did I put the 6 in? I can't even see. Greg, I know Greg right now is going absolutely insane, right? He hates this strategy. This is why I did it. This is my Christmas present to Greg from 555 Craps. There's a 5, 415 to Fever, 415, 35 bucks, right? Now the 8 can go to, we're at 150, 175, we're at 180, and I'll put the nickel on the hard way. We're at 180 on the 8. Whew, yeah. Let's go. We got it. Look at that, we hit the easy 8. We lose 10 bucks, so what? But 180 pays 210 bucks, okay? Undeterred, he presses on. We're gonna keep on going. We're never dropping that 8 down until we have a 7 out. Never dropping the 8. There's a 7, okay, that's fine. We burned 180, so what? I'm gonna take this off the table. I'm gonna put 30 bucks back on it, and I'm going to take 160 from my rack to replace the bet. 200 bucks, 40 bucks and change. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Oh no, a 7. We're gonna have this happen, right? 527. We're never not off. We're never not off, so we're gonna pay another 160. Do I have 60? I don't. There's 200. 40 coming back. Victor likes to tell me all the time that I don't work the come outs because I'm missing too many rolls, but too many times you see that, right? There's a 516. You see that back-to-back 7, that's a crusher when you're working the come out. That's such a soul-crushing event. All right, 35 bucks from the 6. I'll drop a buck, and let's push the 8 up as far as we can. 50, 65, 66 bucks on the 8, full press. There we go. Point's gonna be 6. Let's hit that 8. There it is. Look at that. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. There's our 77. Nice little win right there. Let's put it in. 6-2. Another one. Back to back. Back to back. 75, 77. How about us winning that money on the 8? The Buttercup is paying off. The Buttercup. Another one. 5-3. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to drop $3 to the dealer and get 80 bucks back. Just so we have less pennies in our rack. There we go. Look at the Buttercup on a Christmas Eve. There's a 6. There's a 6. That's going to pay 35. Drop a penny. Press up the 8 by 36 bucks. How does that look? There's 75. That's 102 is what it's going to go to. All righty. All righty, here we go. Did I put the 6 in? I did not. 4, 2. How about some more 8s? More 8s for me. 2, 1, 3. Nope. I had not been putting the hard ways up. I should put the hard way in there. There's the hard 8. See that? I said it out loud, and there it is. I didn't bet it. I shouldn't put those nickels in here. I keep forgetting to do that. But that's okay, right? What does 102 pay? I don't even know what 102 pays. It pays 90, pays 105, and 12 pays 14. So that sounds like 119 to me. Let's do 120 for 1. And just collect it. Look, I told you the front of our rack is going to be awesome. The front of our rack is going to look sweet when this is all done. Let's now grab the hard 8. I'll put 10 bucks on it. 9, 9, 5, 4, 9, 35 bucks. We'll drop 1. Let's take the 8 up. Right, 125, 133. Is that right? That seems like a weird number. Just make it, let's make it 150. Let's just make it an even 150. There's 135. I'm gonna just drop. We'll make it an even 150 just to make it, those weird amounts like that kind of bug me. All right, 150 on the 8, 549 just got rolled. Let's get another 8. Come on, can we do it? Nope. We got the 7. That's okay. We're gonna take this away. I'm gonna replace it and drop 150, 160 out of my rack. Same bet. Start the process again. Here we go. 527. Get a nice long run here. That'd be fantastic. There's a 9. That's the new point. 35 bucks. We'll drop 1. Looks like 66. Come on, 8. Nope, there's an 11. 6.5, yo. Another 1. How's the volume? Am I still talking? Yeah, okay. This battery's about to go, I think. That's a bummer. 7 without a collection. Okay. We'll do the same thing. We'll replace the bets. We'll take 100, 25, 150, 160 out of the rack. How we doing? We have 160 out here, and I've got 800 still in the rack. So we're actually only down about 50 bucks. We're down, yeah, about 50 bucks. That's not terrible. We actually were up a few hundred there a minute ago, right? These quick 7s hurt, of course, but don't they always? 10. 10 on the end. That's going to pay 50 for 1. 50 for 1. Make the 8 look like 75. We'll make it look like 78. Let's hit it. Give me an 8. There it is. How about that? Call for it, you get it. 538. 91. 91 bucks. Let's put 10 the hard way. Let's see, that's got it. I didn't put the 10 in. There we go. Okay. We got a 6. We got a 6. That's gonna be 35. And I'll make one more to make it 36 bucks. Let's press it up. That'll be 114. All right. Did I put the 6 in? I did. 9. 5, 4, 9. That pays 35, as you know. Let's make the 8 look like something nice and neat. There's going to be 25. I'll drop a penny. That looks like 50 bucks right there. Let's make it look like 150. The 9's pushed in. I don't know. I think the point. I think I got the roll tracker on. The point's wrong. It doesn't really matter. Hard 4. Yeah. Yeah. 2-2 hard 4 for 1. That'll pay 50. That's awesome. Let's make the 8 look like 180. So I'll take that quarter back. We'll drop a nickel on it. Looks like 180 now. Yummy. Come on, give me a hard 8. Give me a hard 8. Oh, easy 8's fine. That's cool. We'll lose 10. But we're gonna win 210. That's fantastic. Let's put 10 bucks back on the hard way. We'll rack 2 blacks. And the back of our rack, this is our starting bankroll. There's our 1,000 bucks, which means all that's profit plus what's in the rack is profit. We made money. We made money on it. The stupid Buttercup. I'd love to see this thing get all the way to the ceiling though. Let's make like a table max 8. That'd be fun on a Christmas Eve. 516. Okay, that's 30. 35 bucks. Okay. So we can take this 8 now to, I suppose we can go to 210. Yeah, let's go to 210 with it. Let's take that. We'll take 5 bucks, add it to the hard way, and I'll make this look like these greens like a black. 210. Yeah. All right, here we go. Did I put the 6 in? I did not. 5-1. Give me an 8. Time for an 8. Ah! Damn it. That would have been beautiful right there, right? That would have been awesome. All right, let's take all this back. We'll put 30 bucks back on it. I'm going to drop 160 out of the rack. 175. I'll take 15 bucks back. Now we're down a little bit. But we're going to catch a hottie here in a minute. We're going to catch one of these rolls that's going to build this 8 up to the ceiling. Like 500 bucks, right? 6-2. I've done this before, and that just collects 35 bucks. The 8s I was collect. I've done this before where I pressed the 6 and the 8 evenly and collect on both of them, but it's not nearly as exciting as when all the reindeer play the game, right? That's what you want. The 8 reindeer. Here we go. 314. That pays 50 bucks for 1 from the rack. 8 looks like 78. Frick. 7. That sucks. All right, we're going to put 35 bucks or 30 bucks back out there. I'm going to take 150, 160 from the rack. Let's get a good roll. Come on. Give me a hot roll here. Give me like all the 8s. Oh no. Oh no. 7, 4, 3. 4, 3, 7. That sucks. We're gonna lose. Now we're down. I don't want to be down. There's 200. We're gonna get back 40 bucks and change. Back out at 160. There's an 8. Okay, 5, 3. 5, 3, 8. That pays 35. It's a collect, straight up. That's the point. Am I still having volume? Yes, I am. 415, 35. We'll drop a buck. Make the 8 look like 66. There's a yo 11 yo. Means nothing. That's got to be that way. There's an 8. Thank you for that. That'll pay 77. We needed that one. It's been a while. All right, 538 or 628 rather. That's the point being hit. Puck is off. We're on. We're never not on here. We're gonna roll this thing like crazy people. 6-2 or 426 rather. 426. 35 bucks. We can take our 8 up to 90. Let's go to 102 with it. There's a quarter. And there's 75. We'll make it look like a black chip. With 1, we'll add 1 to it, make it 102 bucks. And that's going to be a new point. Here we go. 3, ace deuce. 2-1, doesn't help. 6-5 also doesn't help. 6-5, yo, no help. There's an 8. Thank you, sir. May I have another? 628. That's awesome. We'll do 120 for 1. Fantastic. Just collect. Just be a collectopotamus up here. All right, 628. That's logged in. How about a run of 8s, right? Oh, look at this horn number run. 1-1 on the horn. Can you all see the rack? I guess the camera's set up weird where you can't really see it that good. Okay. Shit. 527. That sucks. That sucks. We're on a roll there. All right, let's drop 160 out again. 150, 160. We're set back up. Here we go. 5, 3, 2. Okay, 35. You know the drill, right? 35, drop 1, make it look like 66. And that's our point. Oh, Johnny. Bummer. 527. Wish I could see the chat. I'm sure I can see that Nemo is chatting, but I can't see what he's writing. I'm too far away. There's 100, 50, 160 out of my rack. Same bet. I'm sure he's got thoughts on how to make this more insane. There's a back to the 5, same point. 25, 35, plus 1. 8 looks like 66. But yeah, you could be hopping, you could be doing all sorts of shit with the wins here. 6-5, yo. 6-5. There's an 8. That's been seems like it's been a while. 75. There's 77 bucks. We need like 4 more of those. Nope. That was a 7, 527, not a 628. There it is. I rolled it back the way it should have been. So we'll put the bets back. We'll pay for them out of the rack. We're down. Now we're losing all sorts of money. We're getting all the 7s and we're not getting any of the 8s, and that's the way it's going to be. 5-2. Craps is a funny game, isn't it? Like you can get up and you feel that adrenaline rush of like doing really good. There's a 5 again. Boy, back, same point. You can get to this point where it's like I was up probably $300 or $400 there for about a second, right? We always talk about getting in, getting out. Like, you know, your strategy may work for a second. It ain't gonna work all damn day. That's what you see. 9, 639. Cool. 639. Also pays 35. Let's make the 8 again look like $102. I'll drop $1 from my rack, and we'll make it look like 102. You catch a halfway decent run, you drop yourself way up there. Like here we are, right? There's a 516. That'll pay 35 bucks. All right, we can drop $1 on it. I can go to 150 with it really, and that's what I'll do. I'm gonna actually drop a quarter here, take it to 150. A little bit of a power press there, but I want the bet to be like a nice even amount. And you go on a little run here and get 3 or 4 eights in a row, like we did before, and guess what? Bob's your uncle. You start making some money and having some fun. 4, look at that. This is gonna be great, right? 2, 2, 4. I'll drop $1 to get 50. And what we'll actually do here is we'll make the 8 look like, I can go to 210 or 180. Let's go to 210, I'll drop $10. We'll power press a little tiny bit. There, it's at 210 now on that 4. Tiny power press out of here, but if we catch, and we're down like half our money's gone, right? We need to catch a couple 8s here. But if we do, we're gonna be in smooth shape. Really smooth shape. And we got a freaking 7. All right, well, that's a bummer. That would have been a nice hit though, right? That 210 would have been sweet. 245 would have been awful nice coming into the rack, right? We're not gonna get it. 100, do I have 60 here? I don't. 200 bucks out. Yikes. 200 for 40. Same bets out there. We got enough for like 1 or 2 more cracks at it. We'll see if we can't catch a miracle run here and show some profit. I want to get that 8. I want to see that 8 go super high. That's like the best. All right, there we go. 527 there. So that was that rolled. So it's going to cost us another 160 from the rack. This might be it. This might be it. 426. Last shooter right here. I have enough money for maybe 1 crack at it. 426, 35 bucks. Plus $1. There's your new point. Looks like 66. Let's go. Oh, that should be over here. All right, 213. Ace freely. Come on, 8s, where you at? Nope, 7. All right, that's it. That's all of our money, we're done. So the Buttercup did not get filled today. We tried. We had a couple of good runs, right? We got up there high a couple times and actually got some hits. I was up 500 bucks at one point super early. But I wanted to see the 8 go to table max. I wanted to see a $500 8. We didn't get it. But so what? It's Friday. It's Friday Follies. It's fun, and it doesn't really matter, right? It does not really matter. All right, let's come back over here and just have a quick little goodbye chat. Thank you, Greg. Greg, were you singing? Were you singing the whole time? I'm sure you were. Let's go back over here. Hold on a second. Let me go back to that. Hello, there we are. Oh, you know what? That light's weird. That light makes the whole room blue. Isn't that weird how it does that? That's better. Yeah, that's fun. You know what? That's the kind of thing where it's just so stupidly fun. You do it anyway, even though you know it's stupid, and it's just kind of fun. The Buttercup is cool. I've seen it done, and it actually, I've seen it get really high. Not by me, by somebody else. And it's like everybody's cheering. It's a cool thing, Crappy the Craftsman does this all the time. I forget what he calls it. He has a name for the strategy, but he does it all the time. And it's fun to watch, right? What does he call it? The Tower of Power, something like that. But it's fun to watch when somebody else is doing it, right? And it's their money, and you're like, oh my God, that 8 is so high. Super fun. Whatever, it didn't work today, and whatever. It doesn't matter. Victor is like Victor, are you trying to fix me here? Progressive one. This is not this. Look, I got to tell you this, and everybody has to know this, right? Friday Follies is never a strategy you should play in the casino, right? Friday Follies is not meant to be anything mathematically based. It's not meant to be strategic at all. It's meant to be stupid and fun. That's the point. So I realized that you should press what's hitting. The point of the strategy is to throw it all on one number and have one number get ridiculously big and try and hammer it. That's the whole point, is to make a tower on one number and make it stupid and fun. That's really what it's going to be about. Max says, check the question about time. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. PCs. Let me do the PCs here. Look at all the PC things. Wow, you guys have put a lot of things in the chat. Let me go read what's over here. Let's see. Midmoyo says, do I believe shooting in the cold had an effect on the results? Yes and no. Only because of this. If you do believe in dice setting is the question, right? If you believe in dice setting or dice influence at all, I couldn't throw today. I couldn't even hold the dice. It was so cold out there. Twice I dropped the dice as I was throwing. Like, I couldn't even grip them, like, at all. And as I threw, I dropped the bottom die like twice. It completely random. Today was out there in the garage. It was 100% random rolling. After about the first 15 minutes or so, it was random. Some would say every throw is random anyway. So however you believe that, yeah, I believe today it affected me for sure. And honestly, I was so freaking cold, I wasn't even thinking right. It's literally like 10 degrees. So I don't think my brain was even working right. I hadn't had my coffee. It was a bad day. So yes, shooting in the cold affected everything for sure. Old Bay, I'll repeat what you said. Greg and Jeff are stand-up guys. They are stand-up guys. Great job handling everything last night. And Black Sheep says, of course, craps will make you cocky and humble. That's a great, one of the great lines of all time. It will make you cocky sometimes. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. I had a 17 roller this morning, and I thought, next time we're gonna get it, and then I had 3 PSOs, right? It'll humble you in a second, for sure. So there's no question. Let's see. Jen, you watched I put all the, by the way, if you haven't seen it, I put all the videos out last night for the whole Craps for the Cure, except for like 3 of them. I couldn't get Ed from Roll to Wins. The audio was so bad I couldn't put it out. And there was other ones that came there was like when the girls were shooting, the Craps Angels, and when we did the boys versus girls thing, you couldn't tell what was going on, so I didn't put the videos up. But yeah, I got the feels too. That was so much fun, and that closing ceremonies caught me by surprise completely. Totally completely. So it was great to watch that all over again. I've seen it now, Jen, like 5 times because I had to keep editing the video now. So yeah, I get it every time. Oh my God, Greg, I'm gonna do this right now. The Buttercup match from Bankroll. We can do like a hyper press thing. You want to do it real quick? Let's do it. Let's do it. And you say after the 8 collect, you collapsed everything and played on the 8 for 1. Let's do it. Let's go back to the table really quick. Let's do this one time. Let's do what Greg said. I'm gonna do 1 shooter's worth of this. Let's get some 8s, just because. Why the hell not? Why not? Let's put. Let's go to the bank and we'll put $300 in the bank. This is like, that's all you got. We'll do 320. We'll actually try it twice. 320. I'll go 160. And yeah, we'll match it. We'll do the matching from the bank, Greg, because I think that makes this thing even stupider, which is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the 160. If we match from the bank, quick rollout. We'll just do a quick rollout. We're gonna pretend it didn't happen. 7. Let's pretend it didn't happen. I just want to see it happen once, Greg, just because you said it. And if you're giving me advice on how to make the Buttercup better, we should make the Buttercup better. There's a 3. Come on, give me a damn number. 8. All right. It's a straight up $35 collect. It's boring. There's a 9. Okay, here's what you're saying, right? The 9's gonna pay $35, 25, 35, and you're saying drop 35 from my rack. Just match from the rack every time. So the 8 now goes all the way up right away to either 90 or 102. Let's go to 102 with it. There's 100. So just do a stupid press from the rack, right? Just go all the way up every time. We're gonna have 1 shot at this, Greg, and that's gonna be it. 1 shot. 6. All right, we'll do it again. We're gonna be out of money in our rack, right? $35, 25, $35, and I dropped $35 from the rack too. The 8's gonna look like 150. We can go to I can't get to 180, so we'll leave it at 150. Yeah, we'll leave it at 150. We'll press it a little bit from that win, but not all the way up. Next time we'll do it. All right. 6 again. 35 bucks. All right, so 35 from the 6 and about 35 from the rack. What does that make us look like? That can be 180. We'll take 30 from the rack and make it 210. We'll match the There, I'm back. I knew the volume. I told you it was going to go out. Greg, we're doing it. I'm pressing it all the way up. So we're matching from the rack. I've matched from the rack so far. We just hit the 5 right there. 35 from the 5, 35 from my rack. How high can we get? There's 250. We can get to 200 and, well, 250, we get 270. And that's going to probably be about our, we have one press left in us, I think, from the rack. This is the hyper press. This is not even a power press. This is going insane. Give me an 8. Yes! Yes! Look at that. We did it, Greg. We did it. Thank you for the idea. 315. On that, that's fantastic. Look at that. We made there's our 300 and whatever. We made our money back. There's our 320. All profit out there. Yeah, baby. Another 6. Let's do this. 35. 35 there. We'll drop. That will make us where? We're going to be at 75. That makes it 300 actually. 300 bucks, and I can actually drop another 30 bucks out of the rack, or 25 out of the rack, and make it 330. Ooh, yeah. Give me another 8. 7. That's okay. We still made our money back, and had a good. Look at that. We were at 330 on the 8. One more hit, we were at table max. One more hit, we would have got there. How much fun would that have been, right? So thanks, Greg. Thank you, Greg. Let's go back. That was fun, man. There we go. We took Greg's nutty idea and tried it again, and it worked out. James, dude, thank you so much for saying that. This has been, and I'm going to be on next week too. We'll talk more about this stuff, but it's been an awesome year. We've had a great year. I've actually done, I think since we started Pro Craps channel, I think I've done 650 videos between both channels. I've gone live about 400 times in the last year and a half, which is amazing. Who would have thought that stupid video I did with the rack management would lead to 650 videos, right? 400 plus lives. Every day we're here in the morning. It's amazing. And James, I appreciate you calling me out. I love it. Jeff wants to know if I've had contact for tonight and who is dealing in boxing. I don't know who's dealing in boxing yet. That's open for debate. I have talked to Leon. Leon is in the Bahamas, freezing his ass off. Or no, he's in Belize, I guess. He's in Belize, checking his internet. He's going to get back to me. If he has good internet, then we know that we'll be okay. Jason, by the way, Brian, otherwise known as Brian, has checked in. He's ready to play tonight too. So I think both players are in. Just got to figure who's going to box and deal. So that's going to be it. Let's see. If I have time, can I roll one time 290 across with the $300 DP? We can do that one time before I get out of here. That might be kind of fun. It's actually 9 o'clock. Let's see if there's anything else I need to address, then I can do it one time. A question from anybody? Let's see. Yeah, you know what, Dan? I was going to actually talk to Jeff about this. Let's table this discussion. But I'm gonna show your comment on screen. So Jeff, by the way, from Atlantic Crafts, is going to join me on Monday. So Monday mornings. Post-Christmas guest will be Jeff, maybe for a couple of days, if I can convince him. And I want to talk about this exact topic because right now what you've got is we did a really good job, all of us, of getting this enormous community together, right? And I hate that weird blue light again. We're coming together really well. We're doing good things, with the notable exceptions of folks that came in last night. But there's also at the same time a bit of a, not a fracturing, but it's a bit of a spread. You've got Craps Nation Discord, my Discord, Jeremy's Discord, Jeff's Discord, Texas Crap Shooters Discord, Big AZ's Discord, DGE's Discord, and I forget who else has one. There's like 7 or 8 craps related Discords out there, and it's like Discord sucks anyway. How do we manage all that as a community? How do we manage all that? I think I would love for it all to be unified, right? You know me, I want to unify the whole world. I want CGTV to be kind of like where it all happens live. I'd love to have a single Discord where there's, because now you've got people posting crap strategies in my Discord, Jeff's Discord, and Texas Crap Shooters Discord. Where do you go to find the latest tweak? If you wanted to find the latest tweak to Nemo's 132 regression, where would you go? Because it's on 3 different Discords, right? That's the problem. So I think we need to talk about what do we do about our Discords, because I would love to see us come here, although I don't want to encourage or discourage autonomy either, right? There's got to be a little bit of, you do your own thing, but we definitely have this kind of we're all over the place sort of feel to it. I don't want to lose that, if that makes sense. So we'll talk. Jeff and I will talk about it on Monday. So think about it over the weekend and talk about it on Monday. JR misses PJ Strong in my opening movie. So PJ, here's the thing, man, and I'll address this one last time. PJ went apeshit last night, right? He's been negative as hell on my comments recently. Last night he got personal in the chat during a live show and basically attacked all you guys, right? I think there's no place for that. So I'm done with that show. That shit show to me is over with. He's allowed in. He can say what he wants to say, but I'm done talking, right? I think he crossed the line. Myopia movie, though. Now, here's the thing with this guy. I'm going to put your comment. I wish I could pin the comment. I can't. Myopia is a good guy. He has gone extra negative on a couple of people. Right? He went really, really negative on Ken, really negative on Tony, which, again, it's a personality thing. And I think, when you're behind the keyboard, you can be a little bit, braver than you would be in person. However, he and I have talked a lot. I email with him all the time. I text with him all the time. He's one of the best people, knowledge-wise, nice guy, great person, love him. I'm going to have him on the show. He's going to join us a few times and talk through math and strategy and he's a good friend of mine. He does not have the same dystopia view that PJ has, right? He's, a wide thinker, sometimes gets a little bit snarky on the keyboard. You can forgive that to some degree. PJ, I can't forgive for what he did yesterday and what he's been doing in the chat recently. He's just too much, too here, and we can't. It's just too divisive. We can't have that. But yeah, Myopia is great. I mean, I think, like I said, I know he jumped down Ken's throat one day, which I don't love. But again, if you can have a conversation, if you can debate, if you can talk through and teach and do all the things, you're welcome. I don't care about differing opinions, right? Differing opinions are great. It's what differing opinions moves the needle, right? Look at America. Here we go, political again, right? Look at America, right? Differing opinions moved the needle for 245 years, right? Then you get to a point in 2019 or 2016, I suppose, was the nexus point where everybody went from let's have conversations and debate and move the needle to fuck you and fuck you back. Right? And now look where we are 6 years later. That's what happens when you have this, you put a fence or a brick wall in the middle of the road, and that's what PJ's done. He's put this fence in the middle of the road, and everything is fuck you on both sides of it. You can't have that. Country can't work that way. Our community can't work that way, and I'm kind of done with it. So that's where that is. So I think we need to, like I said, model what we want, which is I will welcome anybody in here who disagrees with me. I'll have you on 5 days in a row to disagree with me. It's all good. It's all good. Disagree with me every single day. Just be a dude. Just be a gal, right? Let's do it the right way. And that's how it has to be. So there we go, guys. It's right out of time here. I want to leave you with this because it is Christmas Eve. As you know, I'm a Christian guy. This is a big holiday. Obviously, it's the big one, right? Or it's the second big one, I suppose. It's the lead in to the big one for us. So I just want to give you my blessings and tell you all that I love you. I know God loves you, and I pray for all of you. I pray for you to all have a great, safe holiday season. If you're celebrating Hanukkah or Christmas, be safe, love your family, love each other, and with the weather out there, y'all be safe, and God bless all of you. God bless every one of you and all your families. From mine to yours, I love y'all, and I'll see you next week. You have a great one, and I'm out. Bye-bye, all.